Hi, in this video I want to show you a magnificent recipe from world chess champion Tigran Petrosyan. If you will know this strategy, you will definitely win more games. My name is Pavel Martinov. I welcome you to my YouTube channel and let's together enjoy this brilliant game of great chess player. This is a famous position from match between Boris Spassky and Tigran Petrosyan. In this position, Petrosyan played c4, a very nice positional decision. What's going on the board? We have a different types of castles. Seems that white need try to make any attack on the queen side, while black will try to use the semi-open g line to attack the white's king. So with the c4, black wants to lock the queen side completely, just to avoid any attack. Spassky responded with the bishop e2. Basically, interesting was to play bishop f5, just in case to prevent what was in the game. The main idea is after e takes f5, white has a punch e6, and basically queen is hanging and the knight is hanging. And in some variations, white will receive a pretty normal position, the black's pawns are destroyed and white's still saving the counterplay. But actually after bishop f5, black just need to find the intermediate move, d4, the positional sacrifice of the pawn, just to unlock this bishop. And after knight takes d4, e takes f5, and for example knight b5, queen b8, just to save the queen. Definitely black wants to go rook g8 to attack the g2 point, and we are speaking about the advantage for black. So d4, also a typical idea, on this position, just to unlock your own piece and make the piece powerful. Remember this idea. So c4, bishop goes to e2 in that case, and here a magnificent and calm move a6. A very nice strategy. What is going on here? Basically, the main idea of black is to be able to lock the queen side all white's moves. Like a5, I can go b5. And if white will try to play b5, I can still go a5. So I'm blocking the structure just to avoid any open lines on the queen side, and that's why my king will be completely safe, while we will attack this king via the g line. Spassky understood that he gets in troubles and he tried to make his king's position better. King h1, rook g8, rook g1, rook g4. So black are doing everything very natural, just wants to double the rooks on this line, and that's it. Queen d2, rook g8, a5, b5, rook d1. So black need to unlock the position somehow to get the final weight of this king. That's why Spassky doing, that's why Petrosyan doing a very nice move, bishop f8. The idea is to put f6 on the board. f6 immediately is not possible because after e takes f6, the queen is hanging and the bishop is hanging by the pawn. So that's why firstly bishop f8. And after this, I want to push f6, knight h2, knight f5. We are ready to sacrifice because the position is completely locked. It's no open lines for the rooks, and even the light pieces will be more valuable than others. And our attack, because we want to push h3 or g3 at some moment, will destroy the position of white's king. e4 trying to unlock at least something, because on d takes e4 it will be bishop e5, and if queen goes e5, it's a checkmate, unfortunately. So black need to pay attention. In the game, Petrosyan played right. He played bishop d6 just to cover this knight on e5, queen f3. And here maybe stronger was to play g3 with the idea of even h3 later on. So just to start an attack immediately. But the knight d7, bishop d6, queen d6, it's also a very good idea, because this knight is basically helps to cover all these squares where the queen of white can join, and a7 squares gives nothing for white. And this bishop for the moment is a bit passive, but anyway we will unlock him, and his idea is to be near to the king to prevent all ideas of white, because other way queen a7, queen a8 can be the idea of the counterplay. So here the only one move for white was f4, just to trying to make some counterplay, maybe to push e5 later on. In the game, Spassky played rook d4, and I think that he didn't estimate the idea of black. e5, rook needs to go back, and f5. The breakthrough in the center. Basically, we want to unlock the position completely, and especially our bishop. After e takes f5, in some variations, I can go h3 immediately. After knight f6, I can go even d4 at some moment, and h3 just to unlock this bishop, I mean d4. So, and the center is very powerful, and white are really completely passive. So in the game, white decided to take on d5 with the pawn, f4, queen f4, knight f6. All pieces of black are coming closer to the king. Check king b8, f3. So here bishop c8, just to be sure that the queen will go back, and g3. And basically h3 is unstoppable, and we are getting the way to get this king finally. Rook e1, h3, bishop f1, everything is not helping. Rook h8 just. Takes, king g1, and after takes with the king, e4, a very nice idea. Black's idea is to unlock the king of white completely. For example, on f takes e4, I will go f3. My pawns are unstoppable. I want to go rook h1 with a checkmate, completely winning for black. So in the game, Spassky decided to put queen closer to the king side, queen d1, just to have queen f3 on e takes f3, but knight g4 is coming. So the knight's joining the game, white pretty forced to take, and after f3, the same idea like in the previous variation. I want to go rook h1. After rook g2, white's trying to sacrifice some material back just to have the defend. F takes g2, basically white resigned without the waiting without the doing of the move, because after king g2, I can go even like rook h2, king g1, queen h6, and it's not hard to see that this position is completely winning for black. The attack is unstoppable. So remember this strategical tool to lock the position of the king with the different types of the castles that can help you to save more points, and just enjoy the spirit of the attack by very good chess player Tigran Petrosyan. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel.